everyone, and welcome back to another week at Elfin Homestead. So this week we're going to do some work in the cottage because outside it is absolutely chucking down with rain because we've got a big storm coming. Storm Amy, I think it's called. So what we've decided to do is do some work inside the cottage. I still haven't managed to get the guttering up because we've just had nothing but constant rain. So first job I've got to do is set up some lighting in here. So I'm just going to go ahead now and set up some lighting. Right guys, for the lighting I've found a string of lights up in the loft area. So I'm just going to go up in the loft now and bring that string of lights down, put a plug on it and rig it up to the generator. I will show you up in the loft because I think there's some stuff in the loft and the loft area is quite big. So I'll take you up there once I've got the steps down. Right, I'm just going to go up there quickly and take my light up there so I can have a quick look, see what's up there, and then I'll come and get you guys. So guys, what I've noticed up there, there's a bit of water coming down the chimney stack. It's not a lot, but there's a little bit coming down that. There's also quite a bit of rat mess up there as well. So that's something else we're going to have to look into. So let me just take you up there now so you can see what the loft condition is like. Okay guys, so apologise for the lighting. As you can see, there's a bit of stuff up here that the previous occupiers have left. Over in the corner over there of the chimney stack, there is a bit of water running down. So that's something that I'm going to have to look into. And as you can see, there's a bit of old rat mess up here. It all looks old, hopefully. Apart from that, the roof beams and everything are in really good condition. I've seen worse, but these aren't too bad. Also, we've got the chimney for the other side of the house is over there. That looks a bit black. I'm going to have a look at that as well. There's a water tank up here as well that we'll probably be taking out. But all in all, it's not too bad up here. So here is the lighting lead that I found up here, which I'm about to take down now so we can get some lighting inside the kitchen area so we can start doing some work. So I'm just going to go ahead now and sort that out. Okay guys, so we now have some lighting in the house. I have to excuse the noise of the generator running, but I did find this string of lights up in the loft which we're using. So I'll just go ahead and show you this string of lights that we're using, which is here where it goes down into the hallway, where Marie's going to start taking the plasterboard off the walls in the hallway, and I'm going to concentrate in the living kitchen area by taking down this wall here and taking that window out there. So let's go ahead and make a start. A mammoth moth.
Yeah. I mean mammoth, it's like a bat.
Now let's have a look, see how these windows come out, if they come out. Now they do look like they just close. So I'm just going to get myself a screwdriver and see if these windows actually do open. I'll quickly give it a push from behind first. Okay, I think I need to get myself a screwdriver because I think they're swollen. Right, quick change of plan. I need to take the door off that goes into the hallway because it's in Marie's way and the door is pretty much swollen and we can't even shut it anyway. So I'm just going to go and take that door off quickly for Marie. I'm gonna open it your way. Might need to get the broom and broom some of that out of the way, yeah? Where is the broom? Here's the broom. Yep, that'll open up enough. Right, let's get this door off. It's that rotten that the screws are spinning. So I might just loosen them off a bit, because all this woodwork is completely rotten, which tells me that water has got in somewhere. Which when we get these walls done, we'll be able to see. Right, let's get a pull. Grab the screwdriver behind it. Now I need to go and get me podgy bar because it's a little bit stuck.
Huh? Oh, my arm's
Already?
already.
Right, mine's still because this door might fall. It's completely rotten, this wood. Wet, isn't it? Oh, that's off. Here you go, you might want to use that, it's up to you. I'm going to chuck these doors straight into that shed bit that we're going to use for dumping, yeah? Or I might just leave it in here for now and take it out in between rain. In fact, I'll just take it out. Alright, I'm back. So, it's rotten, yeah, this is what I'm saying, you see. I think some water has actually got in, because the way all this is peeling off, look. Yeah, look, that's rotten, look. See? So, it's a good job of taking it all off, isn't it, really? Yeah, just get your hammer and do that, yeah? So, because the building needs to air, mate. That's why it all needs to come off as well, to give the place a chance to air out, breathe a bit. Okay, so that's that door off for Marie. She's down there working quite hard, as you can see, putting all that plaster off. I'll leave her to it because she doesn't like being on the camera. So we'll show progress later on, and we'll just carry on with this kitchen area. So I will go ahead and start removing this window at the back here. This window is pretty swelled up in there, so hopefully I can get it open without breaking the glass, because I don't really want glass going everywhere because of the dogs. So hopefully, yes, there we go, we got it. Hello doggies. So what I'm going to do now, let's just shut that fridge a minute, which doesn't shut. That's a good start. So I'm just going to get the screwdriver and take them hinges off. Right, I think we're actually going to struggle getting them hinges off of there as well, because everything's just so rotten. They've probably been in here for years and years, these windows. Okay, so I'm going to have to get myself a little chisel or something and a hammer. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's one out. Let's go ahead and get the other side out. I know I shouldn't be using a screwdriver as a chisel, but I can't find a chisel, and this is only an old screwdriver anyway, so I'm not that worried. Right, that's both of them windows out. So I'm just going to take these outside. So that's that window out. What I want to do now is I want to break behind this plasterboard here and see what's behind this. So behind this wall here, guys, we've got a rendered wall, and it looks like we got the blue paint that our visitor was talking about. Now, she apparently used to live here when she was a child, and this kitchen area here apparently was her bedroom when she was younger. So that's quite interesting. So the thing that's disappointed me, guy, about this plasterboard is they've not put any insulation or anything in. So we just got to be aware there's cables behind all this as well, which now I can understand this cable is definitely not up to spec. That's bad cable. Okay. All the plaster board from that wall and the stud work. For some reason this archway, it looks like they've made some sort of form and poured concrete into it. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge to get down. That doorway is off. Down the bottom there, the door frame is full of woodwork. So the door frame's got to come out anyway. So my next job will be to take down the plasterboard here in the kitchen side. So that's going to be my next job. And while I'm doing that, I'll just show you how Marie's getting on. So she's doing a wonderful job down there. And there she is down there, doing a wonderful job, starting to take all the plasterboard off the walls in the hallway. Now what we have found in the hallway is over this plastic membrane up against the walls behind the plasterboard. Now, to me that is not the proper way of doing it, because that to me is not a proper vapour barrier. That is just going to make the walls sweat, which I'm really not happy about. So I'll be really pleased once we get all that off and let the house breathe a little bit. So I'm going to carry on taking the plasterboard down in the kitchen on this wall, and I'll see how that goes. So let's carry on with that. Well, that sink in here is very deep, isn't it? The sink in here is very deep. Right guys, that's all the plasterboard now ripped off the inside of the wall in the kitchen side. So next is we're just going to have a clean up with all the plaster we've ripped off, because it's starting to build up a bit. If I show you down the hallway what Marie's done, as you can see, she has pulled all the plaster off this wall, nearly. So just a little bit left. All this stud work, I'm going to try and keep a lot of this, but some of it, I don't know if you can see this from down here, is a bit damp. So that's some investigations that I've got to go look into and see where the dampness is coming from. Also guys, these walls do not look to be lime plastered. It looks like it's all cement. I'll have to look a bit more into that later on. But for now, we're just going to have a bit of a clean up, and then I'll catch up with you guys once we've cleaned all this mess up. So we've now cleaned up all that mess from the plasterboard that we've taken down. I'll just go ahead and show you the kitchen wall now. So that's all the plasterboard down. For some reason they've made a concrete form to make this archway, which is a bit bizarre when you could have made it out of plasterboard. But it just gives me a little bit of extra work to do. So in this side of the kitchen, where I've taken the plasterboard down, they've not really done much of a concrete form. It's pretty bad work on what they've actually done. Now up here, in here, I found there's a dishcloth or something shoved into the wall. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe they run out of concrete, but it's quite bizarre really, but never mind. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'll just show you down the hallway, that's all the plasterboard's been taken off of one side. So what I'm going to do down here now is I'm going to start taking all these studs out, and like I said before guys, some of this wood is wet. The one up here by the spare room is actually rotten as well. So once I've got all them down and this door frame and everything we've got to take out, I would be looking at seeing where all this water's coming from. So one of the other things that we have learned from the neighbour, the lady that used to live here when she was a child, who said the kitchen area was her bedroom, is that this used to actually be two homes. It was two cottages, which have basically been joined into one now. So that explains why, let me just turn you around. So that explains why there's a bit of a step down this end going up into the spare room, which will be our room. Now the concrete floor, let me just bring you down a bit. There's actually a step there. So she said it was roughly from the bathroom backwards was another little house, very small house. So yeah, we're starting to get a bit of history of the place now from the people that used to live here. But not too sure how old the cottage is at the moment, but she lived here 50 odd years ago, she said. And it used to belong to her granddad. So we'll see. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is like I said, there's bits of paper in the wall here. Look, it's strange. So what I'm going to do now then, guys, is I'm just going to start taking down these bits of stud. And then once I've done that, I'll catch up with you after. The weather outside is absolutely horrendous. Like I said earlier, we got this big storm coming in. Storm Amy, I think it's called. So I'm glad I've done a temporary situation on one of the IBCs where we're actually collecting water. So far today, just from this rain, we have collected about 400 litres of water, which ain't bad going. So we should have that filled up in no time. But tomorrow we're meant to be having a lot worse weather. So let me carry on with this. Okay guys, so that's all them studs off of that wall now. I've just got a few nails sticking out the walls, which I'll sort out tomorrow. So I'm just getting myself a nice little pile of that wood that we're taking down, all the studded walls, and we're going to keep that and reclaim it for something else. For what, we don't know yet, but we will be using it. So there's no point throwing perfectly good wood away. Morning guys, it's another day, and unfortunately I can't do the guttering again because we are expecting Storm Amy. This is going to be our first storm in Ireland, so hopefully it's not too bad. So what we've decided to do is carry on in the cottage today. So my chore today is, sorry it's a bit dark in here, is to take out that window frame, take the plaster board off of this wall inside the kitchen area, and then come out into the corridor and take down the plaster on this side. And then once that's down, I can have a look and see what the wall's like, so I can start taking the wall down to open this up. Now Marie is down in the corridor again, and she's going to be starting on the opposite side from what she done yesterday. So let's go ahead and make a start. So we're going to keep hold of all this wood, I think, for firewood. Okay guys, so that's all the plasterboard off. So I've now just got to get the wooden studding off the wall now, and then that'll be that wall complete. So I'll just go ahead and show you. There you go guys, sorry about the light in here, it's a little bit dark, but I'll just put you down here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take all this battening off the walls. Okay guys, that's all that stud work off the wall. Window frame is out as well. So I'm just going to go the other side now and check to see what's beyond there. Right, okay guys, so it's this side that I want to work on now, which is in the hallway just by the front door, because we want to take this wall out, like I said. So by the looks of it, it's not plasterboard. It's all rendered, concrete rendered. So I guess I might as well clear up the mess that I've made so far and then start taking this wall down. Okay guys, I apologise for the wind. Storm Amy is here, and I've had a few people asking why I want to take trees down, some of these trees. Now, let me explain why. This storm is going to take them down for me if I'm not careful. We have this one down the side of the house here, which has these ones that have already fallen. That looks like it's going to go. It's already had a big branch come off it. I wasn't going to take that one down, but I don't think I'm going to have a choice by the way it's bending round. Now, the other one that I'm concerned about is there's a dead tree at the back. Now that has virtually bent in half nearly with this wind. Now, I hope you can understand why, guys, that I really need to take these trees down that are around the house, because it's pretty bad. And this is just the first storm of the season. So I'm pretty worried about it. But this, I think is going to go. I really think this one's going to go, guys. We've already lost some branches off it. I just know it's leaning right over. Ollie, away. So I really do think that one's going to go, guys. So I'll keep you updated whether it goes or not. But I think this has made my mind up for about taking these trees down around the house 100%. And I apologise to anyone it upsets. So I'll catch you guys after this storm. Morning everyone, it's the morning after Storm Amy and we have survived. So the only problem we had was a couple of branches come off of one of the trees. It was a little bit scary, some of these trees, the way they were going. The motorhome did rock a little bit, but all's good, no damage at all, so we've been lucky. So that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully you'll join us next week on the next video when we start taking down some of the walls in the kitchen area, and hopefully I finally get some of the guttering up. So thanks for all the new subscribers, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.